pursuit of the
where's my
perfect
card?
evergreen.
Jerry, my card.
Oh. Is it on the tree? Oh, I was hoping for an envelope of money. Darn.
Oh, yeah, well, if we're good.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to
Be
sit,
good.
you stand,
Be good.
because, and I know we've been doing it for fun, but we actually will be touring the set because I want to show you all the sizes of this tree. I don't want anybody to think that we only have the grand 10-foot,
Right.
although we do have the grand 10-foot.
We're all encompassing.
Now, I love all of the trees that we have been presenting and will continue to do so here at QVC. Oh, there's the trunk of all things. I've never asked for a tight shot of a Christmas tree trunk in my life. And this time, I asked for it because A, it looks realistic. You see how it's textured and painted to look like an actual fir tree trunk. And the design of this is A, realism, B, nostalgia, and C, like ingenuity in design so that you can actually cherish and enjoy the oversized lighting and all of the beautiful collectibles that you have made a part of your Christmas heritage and lineage over the decades. This is the Ebenezer and Company pre-lit Fraser Fir Christmas tree that even at the 10-foot tall version, which is what you see Benjamin judging right now, this is less than $700.
Yeah.
I challenge you, A, to find anything like this, and even if you come close, it will be in a catalog somewhere, and it will be in 4 digits, and in the high end of that. Anyway, $139.80 is your easy pay on the 10-foot Fraser Fir.
Wow.
And I want to walk to our other sizes, and then we'll come back, play with the lights here.
We'll talk.
We have a camera in our little nook here that is showing you the middle size, that 8-foot, and I love that 8-foot is the mid-size. It is very popular right now. There's only 275 to go around.
Oh.
And I would imagine this too is like one and done order. Something else I want to call out because it's displayed perfectly here is room for presents.
Room for presents, absolutely. It doesn't go all the way to the floor. Room for presents, room for a display down there, old toys, houses, any of that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So no, this is a great tree for it's the perfect display tree for not only under, but for your ornaments and things. As a Christmas collector, I want to see all my ornaments. I don't just want them to be packed on, and so I like them to hang, and I like to be able to see them. And this tree really allows for that.
Well, and I can also see the window behind.
Well, that's true
like
too.
if you're putting it in front of a window and it seems to black out the sun, here's the one where you get that full dimension, just like you said, walking through a display as opposed to just like seeing everything at once.
It's a lovely full tree, but what it is, it's what I would call an unsheared tree. Nowadays, very much tree farmers and things tend to shear them, and it's a lovely look. But this allows for that more free form. There's a sprig here and a sprig there. It's a little bit more natural in its look. It has a beautiful blue spruce color to it.
Well, also, Marianne, I think Bob has a camera shot of our 5-foot tree, and I'd love to see that as well.
Oh yeah, because I could talk for days about tabletop trees.
Right. Well, and I love you for calling a 5-foot tree a tabletop tree.
It is.
Right.
Oh, this is practically a tabletop tree.
We're going to see a shot of our 5-foot tree, which, of course, for a lot of folks would be secondary tree, guest room tree. I live in a small apartment. I just want the 5-foot tree, or dorm room, or assisted living, like whatever those situations are. Benjamin went straight to, or put it on a tabletop. And I'm like, we're going to be fast friends. So 5-foot tree is also available. If you want the 5-foot, we have fewer than 600 remaining. It's popular in no small part, I'm sure, because it's a $40 easy pay. It's a tree that costs $199 that you will have for years and years and years. Now, as we bring our lights down, we need to talk the lighting, because the lighting on this is genius. It is dimensional. It's mixed.
I am an insane person when it comes to lighting. One, it has to be warm. All the technology that has happened nowadays is an amazing, miraculous thing, but I need the golden glow of old-fashioned Christmas lights, and that's what these lights have. There are a couple, as I mentioned before, I like to add different types of lights onto a tree. It gives dimension. This tree, all these trees have this. They have these crystallized or faceted, what I would say is a C7 larger bulb scenario. And then they have also the little rice or the little micro lights that are also tucked in here. So you've got 2 different types of lights, which just give the whole, I mean, you can see on the camera, it's just gorgeous. The glow is just happening so beautifully on this. Because of the size of these larger C7 lights, if you don't have a lot of decorations, they almost become
become
decoration
the
unto
decoration.
themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you could have this
This is
tree
fade.
with just these red picks on it, and it's stunning.
So there are 3 light settings on this one. I'm back here. There's basically just one push button on
Jennifer,
the little
where
button.
did you go?
Disappeared. Yeah. So I just clicked it once, and now you'll notice these C7s are fading.
Right,
in
they
and
do a
out.
very soft fade.
This
and then,
is not
there we
light
go.
show. You know, that's going to be.
You know, we're not having a blackout.
No. And when I click it again, we mute the C7 and we
you
just
just
see the
get-
micro lights, which
right.
might be, you know, bedtime or just.
I was going to say, towards the end of the evening, a couple glasses of wine, tree's a little bright, you want to turn it down. No, but for me personally, I like the micro lights. I like them just as the micro lights themselves. Old-fashioned trees oftentimes didn't have the brightness that we do nowadays, and so that softness oftentimes gives that nostalgic feel. But I think these C7s are just miraculous. I love just the overall sparkle that it gives, and it's a very sturdy tree. It's a very easy tree to put together. It's very 4 sections, so it is everything I could want from. I'm always in the pursuit of the perfect tree. Always.
Aren't we all?
It's-
But here's the thing, though, that changes for me
Well,
every
yeah.
5 years. Like, no, I want that anymore. I want something different. Okay, update on the 8-foot tree. We have fewer than 250 to go around in the 8-foot tree. And I know the 5-foot has been very popular. Maybe take a measure in your home if you're not sure of the ceiling height, but you're going to need to do it quick. 10-foot tree, what you're seeing here, we have 175 remaining.
Wow.
And in the 5-foot, 550. But you should know, just like a black T-shirt outpaces all the others, right? The 5-foot's going to outpace all the others
The turtle
because of how
overcomes the
affordable it
hare.
is, or maybe multiples as well. I do want to go back to what you were talking about with the assembly.
Yes.
So this is because of that very narrow trunk in the middle,
Right.
not going to be power in the pole, but you've made
No.
it really, really easy for us to find one cord to the next.
Right, exactly. They're very well labeled. It's just an actual plug-in and then a twist. If you can, go big. I love even if the top of the tree has to bend over a little bit. You know,
Isn't that
I mean,
great?
to me that is.
Very Griswold Christmas
It is. It's
there.
just, you know what? I'm going to get that baby in here. I don't care what it takes, sort of thing. So if you can go big, go big. But look at the glow on this tree and look at the realism.
Look at this shot. Where you see it all the way. Oh,
You've got
that's
this real
gorgeous.
growth on it. You've got the standard tips. I talk a lot about fluffing a tree in the show. There is some work to be done on any tree when you pull it out of a box. You really need to always sort of focus on the fact that natural trees have one branch that's going to literally come out the end. They're not going to burst like a flower. You're going to have something that comes out of the end, and then the others kind of burst around it, sort of thing. So always make sure that you have your tips coming out on your tree. It will give a much more realistic look to
Smart.
it.
I find most families have like a designated tree fluffer. My daughter has.
Oh, yeah.
She won't let anybody else touch it. She puts the gloves on and she starts going to. I'm like, okay.
I was gonna say, tree fluffing gloves are a good thing. It
Yeah.
saves from hangnails a lot. But no, I'm thrilled. And this blue spruce kind of color, it has a very nostalgic feel, but it also has a very classic, very elegant feel. This tree dressed in just white in a contemporary space, I think would just be stunning.
I'm mesmerized. I know I'm supposed to be thinking about the next thing I'm going to be saying or an update or something like that, but I'm sitting in this chair and I'm looking up at this tree and I am mesmerized. And it is in the most calming and just joyful way. I mean, the tree is a big part of the reason why I'm so bonkers for Christmas. I'm so excited to put it up. And then the moment where my daughter and I are pulling out the ornaments, oh, remember this one? And oh gosh, remember that one? And who gave us this? Oh yeah, it's written on the bottom. And we do that every year. And we play Christmas music while we do it. And the tree has changed over time, but the ornaments are
should.
always the same and the memories get added one to the next.
I always say that regardless of how extravagant I might get on the mantle or around the front door or whatever, I always want the tree to still be the center point of the holiday because it
Personality.
truly is what it besides.
I love that you called it a photo album.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It is such a scrapbook, such a photo album of our memories. So, but big is great. Also, too, the other thing, Jennifer, I love about this, I like a full tree. This tree is full. It's not a pencil tree by any stretch. It is a full tree, but it also doesn't have that gigantic 72-inch diameter at the bottom because oftentimes a lot of us don't have the room. I live in a New York apartment and we don't have the space. You know, I could sublet that space, sort of thing. So, but also too, on an artificial tree, don't forget, you can tuck them in. Lift those back branches and you can really fit them in. I am a big proponent of squeezing a tree in anywhere you can get a tree.
I love all the rules he's letting us break. This is so
I
great.
have so many rules, it's sad.
All right, new today. New today, 5 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot, all popular, QVC.com. Take advantage of the 5 easy pays and take advantage of the fact that you have until the end of January for any returns or exchanges on a Christmas tree. Yeah, on a Christmas tree.
Exactly.
Go figure.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
let's
we have
take
to go.
advantage of our one-time only price because we are now